Kain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren.
When it comes to the iconic action-adventure games of the late 90s, Legacy of Kain's Soul Reaver stands tall as a timeless classic that has left a profound impact on the gaming industry. Developed by Crystal Dynamics and published by Eidos Interactive, this dark and atmospheric title offers an immersive experience that continues to captivate players even years after its release.
Divine. Kain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow.
Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver is a gripping action-adventure game that weaves an intricate and engrossing narrative, drawing players into a world of dark fantasy and revenge. Set in the dark and gothic land of Nosgoth, the story revolves around Raziel, a once loyal vampire lieutenant to Kain, the series' central antagonist. The game begins with an intense betrayal, where Raziel is cast into the abyss and condemned to an eternity of suffering. However, his fate takes an unexpected turn when he is revived by a mysterious entity known as the Elder God. Reborn as a soul-devouring wrath, Raziel embarks on a journey to exact vengeance on his former master and uncover the truth behind his demise.
Burning with white-hot fire, I plunged into the depths of the abyss. Unspeakable pain, relentless agony. Time ceased to exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell.
The narrative unfolds in a non-linear manner, immersing players in a richly detailed world with an intriguing mix of history and mythology. As Raziel explores the vast and decaying landscapes of Nosgoth, he uncovers long-buried secrets, encounters enigmatic characters, and confronts the disturbing history of the vampire clans.
Sustain your strength to prolong your manifestation in the physical world. If you fail to feed or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve.
The storytelling in Soul Reaver is one of its greatest strengths. Driven by compelling dialogue, complex characters, relationships, and thought-provoking themes of redemption, fate, and the consequences of immortality. The game masterfully balances action-packed gameplay with moments of introspection, making for a captivating and emotionally charged experience.
I didn't recognize these flayed racks of flesh. Their scent was vampiric. They gnawed upon their victim's carcass like dogs.
Throughout the journey, players are faced with challenging puzzles, formidable enemies, and ingenious environmental designs that test both their combat and problem-solving skills. Raziel's unique abilities as a wrath, including the power to phase between the spectral and material realms, add a fresh dimension to the gameplay, allowing for creative approaches to obstacles and battles. Voice acting is an essential element of any narrative-driven video game. In Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, it is nothing short of an extraordinary. Soul Reaver stands as a shining example of impeccable voice acting that elevates the game's already gripping storyline to new heights.
Its architects conceived this tower as a holy weapon against the vampire menace, a colossal instrument of brass and stone. The cathedral's pipes, once tuned to blast a deadly hymn, now stood silent, and these vacant spaces whistled their impotence.
From the moment players are introduced to complex protagonist Raziel, they are treated to a captivating performance by Michael Bell. Bell's portrayal of Raziel is nothing short of remarkable, infusing the character with depth, emotion, and a sense of tragic complexity. He skillfully navigates Raziel's journey from a betrayed vampire seeking revenge to a tormented soul torn between vengeance and redemption. The emotional range conveyed by Bell's voice truly makes players empathize with Raziel, forging a deep connection that keeps them invested in his story.
This city once teemed with the life of my kind. Could it be that other clans had suffered the same fate as mine? In his madness, could Kain spare none of his brood?
Equally outstanding is Simon Templeman's portrayal of the enigmatic and treacherous Kain. Raziel's former lord and antagonist. Templeman's deep, commanding voice perfectly embodies the powerful and charismatic vampire, adding a sinister charm to the character. The dynamic between Kain and Raziel is central to the game's plot, and Templeman's chemistry with Bel's Raziel creates a gripping and intense atmosphere that unfolds throughout the narrative.
To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never have contained such forbidden truths.
The supporting cast of characters in Soul Reaver also benefits from exceptional voice acting. Each character, whether an ally or a foe, is given distinct and memorable voices that contribute to the game's immersive world. The voices not only fit the characters' appearances, but also emphasize their personalities, making each counter feel genuine and impactful.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer. Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver's music stands out as an absolute masterpiece, composed by Kurt Harland and performed by Information Society. The game's music is an integral part of its atmospheric and immersive experience, setting the stage for an unforgettable journey through the dark and gothic world of Nosgoth. From the very beginning, players are greeted with haunting melodies that instantly immerse them in the game's eerie and atmospheric setting. The soundtrack's moody and somber tones perfectly complement the game's dark narrative, creating a sense of melancholy and foreboding that sets the tone of Raziel's journey of revenge and redemption. Throughout the game, the music seamlessly adapts to the different situations, enhancing the player's experience during exploration, combat, and pivotal story elements. During moments of intense action, the music swells with adrenaline-pumping rhythms, driving players forward in their battles against forces of darkness. In contrast, during more contemplative moments, the music softens, offering a moment of reflection and introspection.
My once proud kin wiped from this world like excrement from a boot.
The soundtrack also boasts a wide range of instruments and styles, blending orchestral elements with electronic beats. This fusion of classical and contemporary sounds creates a unique and innovative musical experience that complements the game's dark fantasy setting. The memorable themes weave seamlessly into the narrative, strengthening the emotional connection players feel with the characters and their struggles. The game's graphics are heavily focused on creating a dark and gothic atmosphere. The environments of Nosgoth are hauntingly beautiful, with intricate details that brings the decaying world to life. From crumbling ruins to desolate landscapes, each area is crafted with care and attention to detail, effectively conveying the eerie and foreboding ambience. Character models are well designed and distinct, adding depth to the game's immersive storytelling. The protagonists and antagonists alike are visually captivating, showcasing their vampiric and spectral forms with impressive artistry. Raziel, the central character, stands out with his iconic appearance as a soul-devouring wrath, complete with flowing spectral tendrils and a unique menacing presence. The game's art direction enhances the graphical experience significantly. The use of color and lighting contributes to the game's brooding tone, reflecting the desolate and grim nature of Nosgoth. The transition between the material and spectral realms is particularly well executed, adding a dynamic visual element to the games as players navigate between these two worlds. However, as with many other games, Legacy of Kain Reaver does suffer from some limitations in its graphics. The character animations can feel stiff and repetitive, and the texture quality may appear dated by today's standards. Additionally, occasional graphical glitches and clipping issues may occur, which can briefly disrupt the immersion. Despite these limitations, it's essential to appreciate the graphics within the context of its release date. Reaver visual prowess was a standout feature when it first hit the gaming scene, and it played a crucial role in establishing the dark and gothic atmosphere that became synonymous with the Legacy of Kain series.
Rahab, you have adapted well to your environment.
The gameplay mechanics of Reaver were ahead of its time, blending action, puzzle solving and exploration into a seamless experience. One of the most revolutionary aspects of the game is the ability to shift between the material and spectral realms, adding an innovative layer of depth to the gameplay. This dual plane system opens up exciting possibilities for navigating the environment, solving puzzles and battling enemies. Player must strategically switch between the realms to progress, making the gameplay both challenging and rewarding. Combat in Reaver is fluid and satisfying. Raziel wields a massive Reaver sword, and players can unleash a variety of combos and special attacks that make every encounter feel intense and engaging. As the story unfolds, Raziel also gains new abilities, further expanding the combat mechanics and encouraging players to experiment with different strategies. The level design is a masterpiece, intricately crafted with stunning attention to detail. The hauntingly beautiful landscapes of Nosgoth are brimming with secrets, hidden paths and well-placed puzzles. These keep the players fully immersed in the world. The game's dark era aesthetics complements the grim narrative, creating a captivating atmosphere that perfectly complements the storyline. Legacy of Kain Reaver was originally released on August 16, 1999, for the Sony PlayStation and later on other platforms. It was developed by Crystal Dynamics and published by Eidos Interactive. Therefore, its birthday or anniversary would be celebrated on August 16th each year. Happy 24th birthday, Reaver.
To exist. Only this torture and a deepening hatred of the hypocrisy that damned me to this hell. An eternity passed, and my torment receded, bringing me back from the precipice of madness. The descent had destroyed me, and yet I lived.